Great job, in particular at times jumping the route, reading the defender's eyes.
Li Yueru, how about Li Yueru? 8 for 9 from the floor.
I was going to say, how about Paige Bueckers and how she's been able to...
What up, y'all? This is your boy Ace here. And welcome to Ace's Angels, y'all. Let's talk about Li Yueru, man. Let's talk about Li Yueru real quick, man. So Fever fans got a chance to see Li Yueru up close. If you haven't been watching her at Dallas, not last season in LA, this might have been one of the first times you were really exposed to Li Yueru. And you can see the hype for why some of us is talking about Li Yueru. When Li Yueru was still a free agent coming off of Seattle, right? She went through a horrific situation in Seattle. I think she was going through some bullying up there because Seattle, I've noticed Seattle got an old head problem up there. With Seattle, they got like this pecking order, and I'm familiar with this pecking order because they got Pokey Chapman. And the thing about her is that they like to play this like favorite veteran type thing. And so that's why Serena Sundell and the other rookies, Jordan Hobb and Madison O'Connor, didn't stay. Right? None of those three the only rookie they kept is Malanga. And they're going to keep Malanga because Malanga's the second pick of the draft. So she wasn't going to be affected by that. But Malanga at one point was struggling to really get minutes. Still kind of struggling to get minutes. But at least they're playing her. But it's like with Seattle, they got a pecking order thing, and it's like that's why I wanted them to get Noel Quinn out of there and Pokey Chapman and all that. Get those people out of there. I think if they have a bad run in the playoffs, I think they might move on. Because everyone's a free agent. They should be looking to rebuild. They're going to get Nika Mole back. It's time to move on for Skylar Diggins. I know Skylar Diggins has been playing her ass off this year, but it's time to move off of Skylar Diggins. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's like, bro, you know, like it's time. Like it's time, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's time. But I really believe Li Yueru has thrived in Dallas. Chris Colclonis has enabled something out of her that we saw like late in the season with LA. Maybe because Kurt Miller's there. I think that's one of the reasons why she ended up there as well, because of Kurt Miller. And I think that I just think that Li Yueru is in a good situation playing with Paige. Paige is going to facilitate to her as well. And I just think that it's a situation that's perfect for her. Like I said, she's already familiar with Kurt Miller, who coached the Sparks last year as the GM of the Wings this year. I think it's just a comfortable situation for her. And she's playing really good ball this year. She's playing really good ball. She had 16 points today, 8-11 for the field. She's not really a three-point shooter. 0 for 2 for the 3. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Some people was joking, said she's playing like a prime Yao Ming. A prime Yao Ming, man. But Li Yueru looked great. She looked great. And Li Yueru might be the best female basketball player to ever come out of China in this league. And she's just somebody who one team that I would have loved to see her on, and it's not just because she's Asian, but I think her with Natalie Nakasi on the Valkyries would have been interesting. I think that would have been interesting. Bro. That might be another good fit for her. But honestly, I think she should stay in Dallas for a little minute. I think that this is such a good fit for her. And I think Chris Colclonis, he's giving her minutes that she deserves. She had 26 minutes today. This is a good situation for her, bro. And Fever fans are exposed to it because Fever fans are honestly like, man, why didn't we get Li Yueru when she was on the street earlier this season at the Seattle? No, she was traded though, wasn't she? How did that go with Li Yueru? I forgot how she ended up with Dallas. Wasn't that a trade? I don't think she got waived. I don't think she had. Wait, let me see. Let me look this up real quick. Was she waived by Seattle? Oh no, it was a trade. It was a trade. It was a trade. And reportedly, it was also due to minutes, but I also think she just wasn't getting along with the teammates in that locker room. I think it was that too. And she's getting the minutes in Dallas. And I don't blame Li Yueru. Like, I think more players need to speak up. If Lucy Olsen wasn't a rookie this year, I'd be asking for her to speak up and get more minutes with the Mystics. You know? But as a rookie, she needs to kind of sit back. But Li Yueru's not a rookie. So Li Yueru had every right. She's 26 years old. She has every right to ask for more minutes. She has every right to do that. But I think Li Yueru, with the Fever, would have been, I think she actually would have been good. I think she would have been good for this team. She probably would have been in a Demiris Dantas role. Demiris Dantas is more of a three-point shooter than she is. But I think that would have been her role. And honestly, like, I don't have a big problem with Natasha Howard, but the Fever fan base does not like Tasha. They don't like Tasha. They think Tasha has something, there's something going on between her and Cece. That they don't like each other. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. But I honestly rather have Li Yueru over Natasha. I think she'd be good for this locker room. She's the perfect type of, like, the Hannah Stokey type centers and stuff that just need to go down the floor and get the ball. I think she'd be perfect for that. Timpson, those types of centers. I think those types of centers work real well with Cece. And I can see what y'all saying. I think she could start next to AB. I think she could have started next to AB. Look, we should have also been looking at Liz Keatley as well. We can still get Liz Keatley. Misima's not coming here. Then you got Sedona Prince. You know. But Li Yueru would have been, I was actually saying this last year when she was still on the Sparks. I was like, man, Indiana, if they could steal her up in the offseason, bring her in, I think that would have been good. That would have been good. But if CeCe never gets a chance to play with Lee, hey, Zhang Jiu is out there. Zhang Jiu is out there, bro. What year does she come out? Is it 27 or 28? Zhang Jiu, man. And I think she's more talented as a center than Li Yueru. But Li Yueru is a little bit more skillful because she's not as tall. So she's probably definitely got a chance to develop a three-point shot. Like, I think that's the one thing Li Yueru needs to do is just develop the three-point shot. Stretch the floor. If she could do that, not always have to just be under the basket, like a Hines Allen, a Tierra McCowan, and just do that. And that's another player, Tierra McCowan. That's another good player for the bench for Indiana. Just give Tierra McCown like 8 to 10 minutes in the game and just feed the ball to her when she's in there. You know, but very impressive from Li Yueru. I'm proud of her, man, that she's been able to find the spot. I've been wanting to do a video on Li Yueru too, so I'm glad I finally got a chance to do one on her, man, because she's been balling. Glad the Fever fans got a chance to see her up close in this game, and it's a shame, man. We keep seeing players around the league that would have been really good fits for the Fever, man. It's just a shame. We got players that aren't a good fit for the Fever and they're here. I guess you can't make the perfect roster, man. But go on ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Aces Angels, y'all.